Hi, as I am recording this video, Jake Paul took down Deji, and my mans Logan and KSI tied. But that's not what I'm here to talk to you about. I'm here to talk to you about the YouTube channel BuzzFeed, and as late as I am to the trend, this video, oh man, this was too good to pass up. This is coming from Ladylike, and I cannot describe this video. I'll just have to show it to you. Right, so really quickly, I just wanted to mention that the definition of ladylike is appropriate for or typical of a well-bred, decorous woman or girl. Now keep that in mind as we watch this video by Ladylike on BuzzFeed with 5 million views, 95k upvotes, and 82 down.
Oops. Oh. Getting a period can sometimes be tricky, and often we're taught to hide the fact that we're even on our periods. It never happened. But why? It's the human body, damn it! So with the help of artist Sarah Levy, we're taking period shame and flipping it on its head. It's Ladylike, and today we are painting with our menstrual blood.
What the fuck did you just say? Painting with your menstrual blood? How is this doing anything in regards to flipping stigma on its head? It just shows how disgusting you are. It doesn't do any good. What?
ID for my portrait of Bloody Trump.
Sarah, thanks so much for being here and showing us how to paint with our menstrual blood.
Thanks so much for having me.
First of all, what gave you the inspiration to decide to oh, you know what? I bleed every month, and that's my paint.
It was mostly being outraged at his statement about Megyn Kelly, that she was just asking tough questions because she'd been bleeding out of her wherever. It's sort of a stab at all women for menstruating. I felt like that needed to be called out and stopped, and that humor would be a good way to do it. I came home one day and was on my period, and I was like, oh, that's how to do it.
In order to paint with our period blood, I have to collect my period blood.
Alright, let me get this straight. You're doing this as a way to get back at Donald Trump because of comments that he made. So because he claimed that Megyn Kelly was being especially difficult because she was on her period, you have decided to go ahead and collect your period blood. Class. Absolute class.
To my period blood, which means that I have to use a menstrual cup for the first time, and I have to confront my fear of suction. This is Trump's America, too, so I feel like my vagina already clenches a lot right now. It's gonna be impossible to get out.
What I learned is that you just have to do a Kegel basically to get it out. And that was
That's
the key.
What I was telling
that's
you.
it.
You're a strong woman. I believe in you and the power of your vagina.
All
right. What? This isn't Trump's America. I don't like him too much, but I mean, he still has to run things through Congress. It's not like he can just do whatever the fuck he wants. So why is your pussy fucking clenched? And why are you afraid of suction? None of this makes sense.
Our blood, and then what do we put it in?
I just put it in any sort of glass container.
I did the first transferring. We lost some troops, but most of them made it to here.
And then I just store it in the fridge until I'm going to use it.
In the fridge. I don't have anything animalistic, and now I have my own primal ooze just sitting in my fridge.
About to empty my shit. One of these mason jars is wine. One of these mason jars is my period blood.
Whoa, alright. First things first, you better put some labels on those two jars, because messing those up would be pretty bad. But more importantly than that, the major problem that I have with this last clip that I just showed you is what the actual fuck is going on? I'm just genuinely so confused right now.
Blood. Can I have a... We all leaned into the fact that it smelled awful.
Oh, it smells.
Do you smell it? It hit over here, yeah, it did. It smells like eggies. Gotta pussy up, let's do this, sisters. I might chew on some gum while we do this, just to kind of have a different... Oh wow, it's not letting up. I'm gonna get some gum.
We started off today painting with a tampon.
She's using the tampon like a Crayola mark.
Alright, hold on. So you were genuinely surprised when something that has been oozing out of your internal organs for the last little while, and you've been storing it in your fridge. You are now confronted with this odor, and you're confused as to how it smells bad. How? How is this even remotely difficult to grasp? Jesus Christ, like, my genuine question is just, why are they doing this? And why is she using it as a marker? Just use a paintbrush, come on.
And I would be like, Sarah, come look at my chunks. And she would run over and be like, oh yeah, nice, that's cool.
Holy bro. Alright, chunks is one thing that I would too consider really cool. Like, very proud of you.
We really just collected our blood and did this. I never thought I'd say this while painting with period blood, but I'm getting kind of hungry. I'm working up an appetite. I was more nervous.
You see, that thought of not working up an appetite while painting with period blood is pretty normal for most people, and the reason why we don't think that we'll get hungry while painting with period blood is because normal fucking people don't paint with period blood. This is just an absurd thing to even attempt. It's genuinely disgusting, and the fact that you would publish this for 5 million people to watch, and you can just see the reception that this received, considering that almost half of the people who voted whether or not they liked this said that it was absolutely disgusting. I can't.
Oh, and are these cookies? Because they almost look like.
They are cookies.
I was gonna say cookies or nopales.
And it
Who is this guy? Like, alright, my first problem is, why did you go to an art show revolving around art that came from someone's vagina? That's disgusting. Like, in Sacha Baron Cohen's recent series, Who is America, he did this little skit, right? Or not skit, he did this routine where he showed up to an art exhibit, and he pitched her this art that he made while in jail out of his feces, and the reaction was supposed to be, oh, that's disgusting, and she was like, yeah, this is truly art. And my question is, a normal person who sees this as, like, disgusting, why would any normal person consent to be in one of these videos? And this recent clip proves it. They don't have normal people. It's like if you took Marco Fellinelli from Manchester United, made him a tranny, and gave him a skin-colored tank top with, like, very tight straps, and was like, yeah, go look at these people's period blood, only good things. Like, it's just absurd to me, and I'm sure any normal person watching along at home can tell you that this is absurd.